Hey, good evening. It's Wednesday night. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I am the host of The Convergence. We've got some fans of the stream that are already here, and OD, and Shadow, and Azteki, and I'm gonna shout you all out properly in a minute here. But I wanted to get this down in this format because I can, and I want to have it for later. There are two big things that are going through my head that I feel necessary to put on the table with the people I love. And those are my players tonight and my amazing community here on Twitch. The first thought goes like this. When I set out to write The Convergence as a D&D game, I wanted to create a game in a universe, a story in a universe that we would recognize, that they were places we could travel, that I could put up pictures for my players and go, check this out, this farm, you guys just walked right past it. And when I had started writing The Convergence as a novel, I wrote it close to home because I knew the territory. I knew how long it would take to travel between locations. And that's why I picked a place close to home. I picked a suburb of Detroit that has a downtown that I think is beautiful. It has, it's close enough to a major city that the party could travel on foot in a couple of days or by horse in probably one. It provided room for farms and a sense of untapped wilderness, which is one of the craziest things about Michigan. You get far enough out of a major city and you're like, oh my gosh, this is like virgin forest. And that place I picked was Oxford, Michigan. And if you've been following the news, that is the site of the most recent school shooting. And it's been very surreal to think about our little story about our Oxford and the real tragedy that unfolded there yesterday. As many of you know, I teach high school, and I have been for 25 years now. It was my second year teaching that the Columbine incident happened. And prior to that, it had never occurred to me that this was something that would happen. And it's been part of my career ever since. Those who had me, a couple of people in the stream who've had me as a teacher, have known that this is something that's just part of what we do now. And I don't want to spend a lot of time talking on it because we have a game to play tonight. But I feel it would be remiss not to at least acknowledge it. Acknowledge that this is a problem that hasn't gone away in 25 years. This is a problem that is uniquely American. I talked today with a coworker who is German, and they shared that this is not something they train for in other countries. And ironically, my professional development today, as has been scheduled since September, was what to do in the case of an active shooter situation. We don't have an official sponsor tonight. I cleared that. And I'm instead asking that in lieu of a sponsor, that you do two things for me. You pray for the families that have been affected by this tragedy, and you petition your elected officials to make some change. And that's it. Thoughts and prayers are amazing. They help the healing process. But I also think it's time to move past that into a conversation about action and policy. And I don't care what your politics are. I don't care what your beliefs are about root causes. I just want something to change. Because I don't want to see another one of these before my career is over. I don't want another school to go through that loss. I don't want another community to go through that suffering. I don't want another empty chair at a table. So, like I said, in lieu of a sponsor tonight, spare some thoughts. If you're spiritual, say a prayer. If you're not, meditate on it. And then tomorrow, call somebody and ask them to make a change. Thank you.